Morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday. I'm so grateful for you all. How was your full moon? How is everyone feeling? That just rocked. And we're back. Okay, beautiful. Hello, happy risings. Good morning. Good morning. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I'm so grateful for I spoke to a few people after I had posted that message, I think it was Friday, about taking the weekend off and not posting a video, and it just felt really nourishing and just really, when I get big downloads and I'm not omitted from this energy in any capacity. So if I had a potent weekend, I'm sure a lot of you had potent weekends. So how are you feeling after this full moon? How are you feeling after the Libra full moon? How are you feeling after Venus going direct on Saturday? What's been coming up for you? Today, I love that Saturn, I don't know if you can see it. Saturn is conjunct the North Node, and I follow the mean node in Lilith, so it could be different for other people that follow other ones. But this is, conjunct in the same point in the sky. So our inner disciplinarian, Saturn, conjunct our North Node, our North Star, where we're heading in the sign of Pisces with healings and closures and coming home again. So I love this. My moon is in Capricorn, so I love all things Saturn and all things Capricorn and all things stability. And I feel as though that this brings some real grounding, some real practical ideas, blossomings, all different things to us. So let me pull some cards for us today. I love that. I'm feeling super hopeful, Megan. Honestly, I really love that. I feel good about this transit. I feel as though, we've been talking a lot about this where if we're being redirected or if something's not working, it can be so frustrating. It can be so like, but this is the vision. This is where I'm going. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. But it's these minute little, it's like the bumper bowling kind of thing where we know that we're going in this direction, but it just can feel a little bit like, why isn't any of the ideas that I had working? Why isn't this working? Why isn't this happening? And it really is about this structure, this stability. Like Saturn wants to, we fear Saturn. We talk about like, oh my God, the Saturn return. And it's like, yeah, like a lot of the things usually break down around 29, but it's so that you can learn something to then have the understanding to shift and do things in a different way, in a different mindset. Whatever's falling away in life at any season, it's not supposed to be there. When we are a vibrational match for something, it will be in our lives. We don't have to worry about it. We don't have to grasp onto it. We don't have to try to manipulate it. It will be. It will be. But it hits the freaking ego where it's like, I got this download to do this. I love this. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Yes, I love this. But yeah, pieces of something and walk toward, hmm, hmm, hmm. I love when this card comes up because it's for me personally, it's not for every tarot reader, but for me personally, it's like, Sarah, you know the answer. Don't avoid the answer. You know that you need to, this is where you want to go. You know that this is where you want to be. You know that this is what's happening. You know you can't be producing forever. I'll speak from my statement. Like it hit me where I was like, I don't even have any back videos to post for this weekend. I don't know anything. And I just can't give. And it's like God was like, Sarah, you don't have to be producing at all times. You can take a weekend off and you can be amongst the full moon that's falling in your 12th house. You can kind of be with that. And it's okay. You don't have to play me. And I'm like, don't say the messages I give to other people to me, God. Don't make me follow my own advice. So I did. And I allowed downloads to come in. I allowed literally everything we talked about last week, where it was like when you're in those moments of downloads are coming in, and instead of being like, oh no, I got to do this now, and oh, I got to write it down now, I was like, oh, what I let the image come in, and I really followed my own advice, and it triggered my ego. But then finally, where I was like, physically, you got to relax and just kind of ride the full moon wave. What's meant for us can't be taken from us. We're becoming the versions of ourselves that can hold that energy in a way where they're not grasping and they're not like, she's not worried about anything. Like, pardon me. I mean, she's tits out. She's just like having a gas. She's just doing her thing, having a grand old time. Same thing. A lot of cycles are being completed right now, whether it's eclipse season cycles, whether it's, we set intentions back in October towards this full moon in Libra. A lot of cycles are being completed right now. And this is something that really kind of triggered me a little bit, whereas like I get a download and a message to do something, and then I want to do it to the end. But sometimes we complete cycles before we physically experience the end goal of the thing. It's so good to see you. I'm so happy that you made it. I'm so happy that you're here. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. It's a powerful thing to say, okay, you're looking, I call them little cul-de-sacs. So we can go down little cul-de-sacs and it's not a full timeline. So say we want to have this experience where we, finish a program, or we have this level of success, or we get this job, or we, whatever it may be. It could be relationships, could be, I have this deadlift, I hit a PR, whatever it may be. And at a certain point down that timeline, you say like, I don't like this job anymore. I don't want to be here. I don't really care. Like there's something in you that says, and it hits our leadership hat because we want to complete the cycle. We want to do the thing. But what if we experienced enough of that environment, that mindset, that energy to say, okay, I've taken what I need to take, I've given what I need to give, and now I can move along with my life and go continue down the road of life to my highest and greatest timeline, to my highest trajectory. And it's really defining like what is our North Star? What is, Saturn and the North Node, a stable North Star, a very practical North Star, but like Delulu practically, like practical matching. It's kind of like saying, okay, I want to be able to live in this beautiful mansion that I love and effortlessly afford it, and I own it and I pay for it with the money that I receive from my energy work. That kind of practical Delulu. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome. So it's defining the goal and really spending some time. It was part of my channeled message that came through in my full moon healing and channeling that was for Saturday. I've clipped it and I'm going to post it this week for free on YouTube because I think it's really important. We're defining the full North Star, the full trajectory of where we want to be. And where could we feel comfortable? It's kind of like, when is enough enough in a really healthy way? If we're going from 0 to 1, what is 1? Like actually defining it. I want to own my own home. I want to be able to work from home. I want to be in a healthy partnership. I want to be able to thrive in my business in a way that feels comfortable and confident. I want to be healthy. I want to be like really defining it in a way that this is a beautiful, potent time to become the version of ourselves, that vessel that can hold it, but really allowing it to be practical, allowing it to be something that's, I can see it, I can write this down, and I can think about it. I recorded my Taurus season introduction, which Taurus season starts on the 19th on Saturday. And the title of that video is What Matters Most? Really, what matters most? There's a point in my, I'll speak from my statements. And every time that I've been like a watch me, where it's somebody says like, you can't afford this legal battle, or I've been homeless, or blah, 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 like insert my whole story back there. There's a moment in the journey We attach the dopamine to the process, where we don't care if anybody from our past ever sees us thriving. We just want to live a good life, to have the freedom to be able to do what it is that we want, to be able to be of service to the world, to add value to this world in a way that we receive effortlessly for it. That we receive, whether it be financial compensation, whether it be we have the home, whatever it may be, that we receive effortlessly in the way that we give effortlessly. So we feel good about that exchange. Taurus Sun and North Node here. Oh my God, that's awesome. That's awesome. So much stability, friend. I just love that. I just love that. North Node and Taurus. What house are they in? What house is the Sun and the North Node in? I'm curious. What's the rising? But is this resonating with you? Is this coming up for you? What does Saturn conjunct the North Node in Pisces mean to you? I'd love to start a dialogue in the chat to say what's really coming up. Because stability, when it comes to Capricorn, it's stability. It's the positive side of top down. There are so many beautiful mindsets. Taurus, Sun, and Venus here. Beautiful, beautiful. Taurus, Venus. Best food, best treats. I love that. I love that. I think the shift from Aries season to Taurus season is one of my favorites. I mentioned that in the video. I absolutely love it. I just feel like summertime is always playing in the background for Taurus season for me. Just like love wearing the dresses and just feeling delightful and delicious. Very Empress energy. Very, very Empress. 7th in Libra rising, Venusian. Wow. Very heavy Venusian. That's amazing. I love that. I love that. Megan, what's coming up for me now is creating solid, scalable systems that allow for growth and expansion. Girl, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about right now, Megan. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. And I love that. It is. It's solid, but scalable. I love that you referenced that word, solid and scalable. And really, everyone take that in. All of my spiritual entrepreneurs, all of my light workers, all the people that are really entrepreneurs, coaches, tarot readers, everyone take that in. Solid and scalable, that it feels good, that it's not going back into that time equals money, that it goes into I have to work or else, like, I come from service. If I ever had a healing crisis, you didn't get paid. There's no sick days for waiters. There's none of that. We barely even got paid. We paid like 263 an hour. I lived on tips. And so many service people have had those experiences. So when we have things that are stable, that are evergreen, that said, and it hit my ego too. It hit my ego this weekend where I was like, I have nothing to offer. I was like, you have your membership group, Sarah. You have all of these products. You have all of these things that are available for people. And they always know that they can reach out if they need you. You have done so much. It's allowing yourself that space to receive and really focusing on what livens us up that is scalable. Like Megan said, like fully solid and scalable. I want that for all of us. And it really might feel as though right now, certain things that maybe you even thought about last week, those little cul-de-sacs of, oh, I had this great idea, but now it's not really working. Or I wanted to use this platform, but it's not really working. Trust that face. Trust that it's not working. Trust when the windows and the doors are shut. Trust it. And see what is open, what is fluid, what feels good, what am I getting positive feedback from, what do people ask for on a regular basis, not niching down, but really looking at the analytics. What do people really need? What do people really want? And what fills my cup up? What is 10 out of 10 fully? And feeling good creating them, feeling good. There she is. I love these cards for us. Oh, hear it. Yeah. 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 There's no people on this card. Our destiny calls. Our destiny awaits. I'm a chef, cried in the walk-in a few times, paving a path that aligns better away from that type of experience. I couldn't celebrate you more, Danny. I couldn't celebrate you more. That is huge. That is a huge moment. And sometimes we need those experiences to be like, that's enough. Like, that's enough. I can't do this anymore. Like the beauty and the effervescence of the service industry and the people that are drawn to it, especially back of the house. It's like the purity. You just want to create good food and give it to people and have them enjoy it. You don't want to be screaming at people across the line. Like it's not, oh my goodness. The days of the walk-in cries. My goodness. They're just so powerful. There was a day many years ago, I was waitressing and it was on the patio. It was like 100 degrees and I had a freezer walk-in cry and I had soaked like my entire body was soaked in my own sweat. Pardon me for anyone who's not in the service industry. This is probably a lot. But because I was literally on the verge of passing out and I had a freezer walk-in cry and it was like I thought I was going to die, but my entire shirt just like solidified and then I had to go back out. It was a Saturday double, so it's like you just needed to make that money and pay those bills. But it's like it's incredible. We've all had a meltdown on the back of the road. Yes, we have, Megan. We really have. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. It's just, but it's very much like for front of the house, at least they call it the golden handcuffs, where it's payday every day, and you're like, what was I talking about 3 hours ago? I just paid rent. We're good. We're good. I'll come back tomorrow. But it's very powerful. It really is very powerful. And it's definitely something that it's such a raw experience, flooded with tears, make me think of Alice. Yes. Oh my goodness. Danny, and you're growing from it. You're just growing from it. And you've outgrown, like literally think of Alice when she outgrows that experience. And now you're outgrowing it with those tears. So allow it to just carry you. Allow that realization to really carry you. I'm really sending love to you. That's powerful. And there's so much to, oh my goodness. This reminds last year I had posted a video about how tons of light workers are going to be going into the service industry. And it was very true. There's tons of people that were in it and that had those experiences. There you go. There you go. You're just being carried away now, dear. Going to the next level of your ascension process. I love that. And place where you can be honored and treated appropriately. They do exist. They definitely exist. And the restaurant industry, I mean, the world right now, I always feel like, oh my God, like that meme, like the world is changing. I really always feel like that. I love Lord of the Rings so much. So that is very me. But things have turned up so quickly and things are moving along so quickly that we're living entire paradigms and we're living whole experiences. Like if you had said to me this time last year, Sarah, you're not going to be waitressing anymore, I would have probably laughed in your face. It had been like that goal deep in my soul where I'm like, is that even possible? Is that even real? Is that even possible? It's like, yes, it is, girl. Yes, it is. And so it is possible when we focus on it. It's so good to see you, Nigel. Welcome. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. It's late for you, isn't it? It is very late for you. Or early, depending on when you go to bed. But I really feel as though defining our goal, our evergreen, 11 p.m. 11 p.m. Well, I'm happy that you're here. I'm very, very grateful that you're here. And really defining our goal. And like I said, I clipped a little bit of my full moon healing, the channeling, and I'm going to post it this week because it was really talking about defining it in a way that really makes sense to us, but allowing it to be practically impractical. Night owl, very nice, very, very nice. Allowing it to be, like I work in a great restaurant. I own my own restaurant. I'm in a healthy environment. I'm a private chef, whatever it may be to go off the restaurant. I'm of service in a way that I get paid and treated appropriately for my energy work. My business is scaled. I have, clients coming to me effortlessly. I have products that are evergreen. People can find me when they need me. And then I'm only front facing with clients a few times a week. Something that really feels within alignment. But I would spend some time from now until the new moon in Taurus that's coming up on the 27th to really define it, really define it. And again, I'm just shorthanding things that I'll post the message this week. If you're not sure of the specificity of it, go above it, behind it, or around it. Say you don't know exactly the city, the state, the country that you want to be living in, but you know that you're drawing your home and you see it and it's effortless and it's beautiful. Keep drawing it and say, I own my own home. It's my home. It's just for me. I can feel the walls. I can smell the wood. I can hear the birds outside. Allow it to be that North Star, that image. Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy Monday. It's good to see you, Jubilee. What did you cook last week? Did you get a chance to cook something? I'm gonna make a squash soup today. I'm really excited about that. I have a butternut squash. I'm gonna make a soup. Oh, so yeah. It's actually beautiful weather. It snowed in Massachusetts on Saturday. It snowed. Like Mother Nature was like, yeah, yeah, you're gonna do what I tell you to. I love it. I love it. But really, this God, live exciting times ahead. Australia. So excited. This is so beautiful. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy you're here. What time is it in Australia right now? My goodness. Sydney or Melbourne or Gold Coast? Where are we? Where are we? Yes, I ended up cooking some spaghetti that's less saucy. Beautiful, beautiful. I am so excited that everyone's here today. This is beautiful. Oh my goodness. We have Malaysia, we have Australia. I'm in Massachusetts. I know we have California. Where are we from, everyone? Where are we from? I'm s- I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy. We have New Jersey, Sydney, New York City. Oh my goodness. Danny, I'm sending an extra bucket of love to you as a chef in New York City. I did not know you were really in there. So I'm really like, wow, incredible. St. Petersburg, it's so good to see you. North Carolina, England, living in Bali. Oh my goodness, that's why you mentioned that. Oh my gosh. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love having coffee, tea, or water, or juice, or snacks with you on Mondays. It's just a joy. And this, and I've mentioned this a few times. I wasn't doing lives, and then all of a sudden, it was that download to do it, and it effortlessly built into my schedule. It effortlessly built in. Yeah, yeah. It effortlessly built in. And so when things are in alignment, when they are in alignment, you cannot prevent it from happening. Using vision boards, writing things out, it becomes that North Star. Not the North Node in the sky, but our personal North Star. I've told this story a few times, but I don't know if I've ever told it on a live. So in my last apartment that I was living in, I was not allowed to have cats or dogs. Trained in Hawaii, lots of hugs. I love the little kittens. I'm so grateful for you. Actually, it's fur babies. So this is about Sybil. So my last apartment that I was living in, they didn't allow cats and dogs. It was built into the lease. And so, but it was one of those places that, the woman upstairs had a dog, the woman downstairs had a cat. It's just kind of had to live there long enough, get to know the landlord. And I had a great relationship with my landlord. So one day I was finally like, okay, I'm going to put a kitten on my vision board. And I keep it as my background on my computer screen. I see it every single day. And so one day I put a kitten, it was a black cat at the time, on my vision board. And I was like, okay, we're going to call this energy in. And so I drafted a message to my landlord. I think it was like right around the time of the last Mercury retrograde. It was like the retrograde was just ending. I drafted a message and I was like, okay, like worst case scenario, Sarah, nothing in your life changes. Like you're going to be fine. All is well. So I put the cat on the vision board, drafted the message to my landlord. And I woke up one day, it was a Thursday, and I just knew today's the day. I'm going to send the message. So I sent the message to my landlord. He called me. We had a beautiful conversation. Amazing. Like if I could have lived in that man's property forever, I would have, but I know that wasn't my path. Talked about it. He was like, absolutely. I would love for you to have a kitten. Like that would be amazing. I think that would be great for you. And like, he was so supportive. Later that night, I met with a few friends of mine, and one of my friends, like old friend, had messaged her and said, oh my God, this woman's cat just had kittens and she's giving them away to near and dear friends. And she messaged me that night Sarah, do you want a kitten? And it was Sybil. In one day, like literally within the same week. So I put it on my vision board. A few days later, I messaged my landlord. The same day that I messaged my landlord, that night, Sybil was mine. Like when it's in alignment, when it's right, right? That day, that freaking day, it was without, I was like, oh my gosh, you're a mother now, Sarah. You're a mother. What had just happened? And I just was pacing around thinking I was ready for it. I drafted it. And looking back, all the other moments, it would not have been perfect. She was literally just born. Like it couldn't have happened any other way. Like, Susanna, hi. It's so true. It couldn't have happened any other way. Oh, Megan, please send me an email. I can't wait to hear about it. I want to hear all about it. All about it. It's been like these types of things is probably one of the quickest things that ever happened on my vision board. But those visuals, just like the channeling visuals that I get, like I'm a visual person. Good morning, Heidi. So good to see you. Joanna from Brazil. It's so good to see you. Oh my goodness. This is a worldly group today. I am so, so grateful for every single one of you. This is a worldly group. So whenever we see something that's not working, find a way to say thank you. Find a way to say, oh my goodness, what's next? The Sybil for me, the actual divine, like evergreen, stable, scalable thing is looking for me. It is looking for me. And if it's not happening just now, something else is working out on the back end. And we have to trust that. I'm so happy for both. Oh my goodness. I met my baby when I was at my lowest point in culinary school. Makes me feel like Tafiti in the Moana movie that got her heart. Oh my God. It's just so true. Our fur babies find us in just the right time. It just works out. When things align and hard to accept sometimes personally for you, it's hard to trust the universe. It really can be sometimes when we don't have the full picture. When we don't have the full picture, it's hard to trust. That's why these breathing exercises, these mantras, everything's working out in my favor. Everything's working out. I'm safe. Reminding ourselves that we're safe and grounded. These little things that we can slough off as, oh, that's woo-woo, or oh, that's this. They help ground us into the present moment. This is a perfect analogy. It is a restaurant analogy. I'm going to use it. Two cats, a brother and a sister, had the most special relationship for the first other animals. Oh, they lived to 19. That is a beautiful life. That is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful life. Oh my goodness. The soul babies, they're with you. My soul dog, Coco, I got her when I was 18. She's a little Yorkshire Terrier, and she still comes up in my dreams, like to this day. She's been passed on for a long time. And it took me, she sent Sybil. Like I'm going to try to not, like Coco sent Sybil. And it was like a very potent and powerful, like I needed to be at a certain vibration to receive her. But tuxedo cats are so sweet. They're just so pure and perfect and wonderful. And it's just like, oh my God, I just love them so much. This can be a helpful tool to really trust the universe that just makes it not spiritual. It makes it a little bit more accessible. So it's a restaurant analogy. So you go to a restaurant, you talk to the waiter, and you order your dish. I've ordered my bolognese, I've ordered my steak au poivre, whatever it may be. I've ordered whatever it is that I want. You trust the waiter to put the order in and send it to the chef, and for the chef to delegate the line cook to cook it, for them to cook it in their timing, depending on how busy the restaurant is. They'll plate it eventually, and chef will make sure it looks perfect, give it to a food runner, and the food runner brings it to the table. You trust that process because you know and understand that process. We don't get up in the middle of the order and knock on the kitchen door and say, are you making my dinner? This is where pretend the waiter is the universe. I've given my order to my waiter. I've given the order to God. It's very true. I was a waiter for a very long time. And it's like, there's so much to say to that. It's very true. As a waiter, I always wrote everything down. Like if you wanted one thing, I would write it down because obviously my brain is in other places. And so sometimes you forget to put it in. But at a certain point in time, you're not going to sit in the restaurant for 3 days and wait for it. There will be a juncture where you're like, okay, that's happening. So there'll be junctures within your universe, maybe on the new moons, that you repeat the mantras of what it is that you're asking and that you're calling in. If I had a cat, I might name it Shmi. Oh my God. Smee. Oh my goodness, yes, from Hook. Everybody needs a little like sidekick, I guess you could put it. But allowing ourselves to trust the universe, place our order, it's one of the universal laws of gestation or the law of gender, which is everything has a gestation period. Babies have a gestation period. You put a seed into the ground, you know when the carrot will come up, you know seasons come and change. But when it comes to our manifestations, we don't know the time period as to how long it's going to take to cook. As often as you need to remind yourself, it's cooking. If you have a daily meditation practice or a daily prayer practice, that would be the perfect time to nourish the image. Say it's a business that you want and or a thriving business that's evergreen, but you don't have like the evergreen product yet. Oh, I'm so grateful. Like my products are evergreen. I'm so grateful. My downloads, my messages come in clearly to me. I trust the universe to bring me exactly the right tools at exactly the right moment. Those types of trusting declarations, not so much. Sometimes we can get lost in the God, spirit, source universe is not like a Santa Claus puppet in the sky where you're like, please, 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 give it to me, give me, give me, give me, give me. It's not. Wants you to have what it is that you want, but being the energetic match for it and trusting that process, you can talk about it as often as you want to. You can talk about it as often as you need to trust it and to daydream about it and to draw it. Do that all the time. Draw the house that you want to live in. Really draw the perfect, write out the perfect budget. Bob Proctor on his, what is it? You Were Born Rich. He has on YouTube for free his You Were Born Rich audiobook. It's chapter 2 in that audiobook. It's totally for free on Bob Proctor's page. He's been passed on for many years, but he's still, all the institute, they're posting things all over the place. Talks about writing the budget of your future self. What is the ideal budget? You want to travel? Where do you want to go? Look into that place. Like really, the universe loves specificity, stability. So it's when we're not trusting, we're not taking those steps. We'll just use a trip, for example. I want to take a trip, I want to travel, but that's not within my paradigm yet. Is your passport up to date? Do you know the prices of the hotels? Have you looked into the hotel that you want? Have you looked into the area of the country that you want to be in? Do you know exactly where you're going to be staying, what you're going to be doing? All of these types of things. Do you have your luggage? Do you have the proper carry-on? Do you have all the tags that you want? Are you going to be bringing your dog or your cat with you? I have a journal dedicated to writing as my future self. That is huge. That is huge. That is huge. That is huge. I love that, Danny. I'm like, of my own heart, my goodness. Having your future self manifestation journal, your daily journals, your note journals. I mean, like, welcome to my life and my home. I love it. I love it. It's really being specific and calling it in. On my public playlist, the toolbox, the practical manifestation technique, that's a fun visualization to start with the future and work your way in. That's a really wonderful, very practical tool that you can utilize. And I found it to be very interesting that in the full moon channeling, a message about calling things in came through. And it was really fascinating. And even in my brain, as I'm and like, I don't think it's in the clip that I'm posting, but I'm like, this is counterintuitive to what's coming through. But it's talking about the sustainability, it's talking about stability of really during this time period of the awakening of the planet. It could be, I think the guide said like the 7 to 10 years of what we're in right now, finding something where we feel good about being stable. We feel good about being evergreen. We feel good about being scaled. Specificities are important to the universe, will test us with synchronicities and temptations that are not an exact match to what we want. We have to decide and trust. I love that. This is so true. This is also, I love the fact that my best friends are very successful people, and it helps to see someone who manifested everything to know universe does work miracles. I love that as well. I love that as well. It really is You'll be offered 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10, 9.999 out of 10. But if it's not perfect, it's not for you. It's exactly true. It's just right. And being surrounded by winners, and it's something that I've talked about numerous times, being surrounded by winners, whether we have labeled them as successful or not, doesn't matter. When you have a growth mindset and people want you to be successful, they want you to thrive, you can share something with, I'm thinking that what you're saying, like successful people is like, they want you to also be successful. They want you to win as well. They have a growth mindset where it's not so much saying like, oh, you want to start a YouTube? That's kind of ridiculous. It's, yes, how can I support you? I want you to do this. I want to see you thrive. Because when you find success in whatever you label it as, but when you have all of your wants, needs, and desires met, you want that same feeling for everyone in your life. You want that same feeling for everyone that surrounds you. When I write, sometimes a line of phrase I never talked about or heard before would pop up subconscious, and I have to write it out even if it resonates with it or not. Really getting to that subconscious and unconscious with the writing, I couldn't agree with that more. That's very, very true. That's why I really couldn't recommend my love affair with pen and paper journaling. We know this because it gets to the deeper self. We can type things out like madmen and women, but when we write it out, we're getting to what we really want. We can also get to the shadow self. We can process different things. We can ask positive and negative questions to get out what needs to get out, to really let it become. If we're writing what we actually want, I have my own home and I love it and I'm so grateful. I just moved in. I have the keys. The process was effortless. I was effortlessly able to afford it. The team that helped get me there were so beautiful and prosperous. The movers are moving everything in. I didn't have to lift a finger. I can order my pizza and just kind of hang out and put things away. That's one way to do it. You can also do shadow questions. And this is only like, I really want to time out. Like, this is only if you're feeling safe and comfortable and confident to do it. This isn't an everyday type of a practice, but to get out the root of it, just like when you're weeding out these things so you can release them. Why don't I think that I am worthy of owning my own home? And really writing things out. Why don't I feel safe enough within my own body to receive a scalable business? You can ask yourself these shadow questions to integrate and get to know the shadow. The shadow is not to shun, but to talk to. I'm invested in the religion of you. So loud, girl, that had me get it out. Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. So this is a really potent time. And it matches with the astrology. And I love that the guides are really offering, like, let's try to look at the North Star. Where is it? I mean, Saturn conjunct the North Node today. So it's beautiful that all the synchronicities are kind of coming together to really ask yourself, what is my, I think in the channel, I said like 5 years. Like, what is my 5-year goal? But what is something that I'd like be okay with kind of like being at for this for a little bit of time? What's my 0 to 1? What's 1? Things are scalable. I own my home effortlessly. I can travel a few times a year. I am in a loving relationship. Because we'll be prevented from thriving, like we were saying, those 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 10s. And it's going to be beautiful. Sometimes it's beautiful. Sometimes it's amazing. Like, I've lived total seasons of my life in 8.5, 9 out of 10 environments where I'm like, yeah, you're gonna have to walk away from this at some point, but it's nice sometimes. And you have these like pops of like, well, this is nice. I could do this. I could live here. And it's like, life turns gray and I get bored sometimes when I know that something's about to shift and change. Like, it was last November 2024. It was quiet. I was like, the air is quiet and I'm bored. Something's coming. Like, something big is like spirited away. Something's lurking out there. Like, something's coming. Something's coming. So let's see. What messages do we have? Thank you. Thank you. Celebration. Spirited Away, hands down, my favorite Ghibli movie, Spirited Away. Second, Totoro is my second favorite, absolutely. Like, when Marnie was, oh my God. It just touches my heart. These movies, like, I get so yeah, Spirited Away is probably, like, when I'm there's a few feel-good movies, but that would be one of my top ones. Like, The Wizard of Oz is a feel-good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah. Sarah loves Ghibli. Sarah loves Ghibli. There's actually a scene that at some point I wanna get, like, tattooed somewhere on my body, but it's there's moments of awe if you've like, it's so good. If you've not experienced a Studio Ghibli movie, please if you are a Ghibli lover, please comment your favorite, but if you've not experienced a Ghibli, please go watch one and thank me later. The quality, the breath like, it will take your breath away and just give you everything. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy that you're here. Like, yeah, yeah. There's just there's incredible the feelings that I feel renewed after a Ghibli movie. I feel renewed. There's definitely magic within them. Princess Mononoke, yes, 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 yes. They're they're a type of movies. There's some movies. If you just put in Studio Ghibli when you're searching, I think there's some on Netflix. Like I've purchased some, but they're worth like the beauty of them. And I do believe that they're channeled in whatever word that means to that person. We use the term channeling around here, but some people call it like getting a download, getting insights. But artists definitely get into a specific channeled space to receive. There's so much potency, but also I feel as though like the hi, it's so good to see you. So good to see you. There's a potency when it comes to being a channel for something that's bigger than you. It's kind of like authors that write specific stories, like those energies like, he has no idea we're talking about him. He has no idea that we're discussing Ghibli or that people have, like, tattoos and all different things. Like, it's bigger than that one person, so I believe that it is a channel and whatever that makes sense of, and then everyone that gets to be a part of creating it, and then everyone that gets to be a part of receiving it, it's definitely channeled. Whispers of the Heart. You're so welcome. Yes, 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 yes. So worth it. So worth it. There's something else. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that you're all here. So, so grateful. I want to circle back to a comment. I feel that a shift is on the horizon. Life is forcing me to rest, and simultaneously, my critical mind is on the go that I'm not being productive. There's a lot of that coming up. So damn tired. I'm trying not to swear, but sometimes it does. It's when I was a server, oh my God, when I was a waitress, I had a filthy mouth, a filthy mouth. Yes. We need to get things done. Oh my God. So, whatever version of, like we just talked about channeling, whatever version of we're being upgraded, we're receiving downloads, they might be bigger than what we thought they were going to be. I recorded a video this morning about I had one of my members ask about how I keep all of like the screens clear and how I really am aware like I have my higher self and my guides here and then a galactic screen and then a past life screen, all those different tabs and so I gave a little bit of information. I'll post that this week as well. What I remember and I talked about it in that video is that there was a time that I received like a full upgrade where first it was just my higher self and then it was like all the screens coming up. But I had called it an ego death. I was physically exhausted. I could not even get out of bed. I literally was like down for the count. And then after I came out of that, I was like, oh, I can see these things clearly. And all of that made sense. So, with that being said, when we're feeling that something is coming, we feel the water coming in and a big wave is coming, going, understanding that the rest that we're receiving now is just as important as the rest that you receive after you run a marathon, after you do a thing. It does hit the productivity because it's before the thing actually happens. But just like we honor and love when we have productive mornings and we love when we have these moments of clarity, one can't be without the other. And you can't do whatever it is that you're being called to do in that something is coming. Because if you knew what it was that you were supposed to be doing, you'd be like, "Oh, I can practically prep for it." But if we label it as something's coming, it means that something energetic has to level up for us to receive it. So that energetic leveling up, exhaustion, eating and then not eating, wanting to do things in an irrational way, bursts of energy, crying like it's a food group, going with the cycles of the moon and trusting those cycles. But if unless when we don't know what the thing is that's coming, it means that the rest and the need to rest is going to give us the information, the downloads that we need to be able to create it. In the same way, when our little telephones need to get an upgrade, we can't use it the same time that it's getting upgraded. Just like your physical body, we can't be productive and use the new tools the same time that it's coming into our body. So we have to give the vessel the space to receive it. Does that make sense? Yes, yes, yes. We've been talking a lot about the energy. And love, I really appreciate you sharing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we have to remind ourselves when it comes to those moments of relapse, whatever it is, think of how long you've gone without it. Think of how long you've gone without your addictive pattern, whatever it may be. That's something that really helped me when I was, recovering from an ED, when I was quitting smoking cigarettes. It wasn't so much like I failed again. It's wow, I went 2 months, I went a week without this experience when it used to be multiple times a day. It used to be multiple times a day. So I'm really honoring you. This is not easy energy to navigate and being kind to yourself. And I really respect you for sharing. So thank you. Yes, I'm a jack of all trades, receiving creative ideas. Energy fluctuates, time moves moving fast, and I get overwhelmed. Systems, yes, yes, yes. Systems, huge, absolutely huge. Systems, giving it buckets, giving it like time blocks, giving it the container that it needs, whatever makes sense for your brain, whatever makes sense for your brain, and allow it to come through. That's why I recommend journaling so much. I have, one journal, I have my calendar, I have notes on the walls, I have notes on my phone, on the app, and then I have multiple Word documents open, chats with chat, like getting it out in a way that when the channels are coming through, you can put it in a bucket in a container. And then when you have more clarity, you can say, okay, this is going here, this is going here, this is going here. And having healthy systems in every possible capacity and going with the energy flows instead of against them, amazing. I think that's something that I really learned is when I have a day like this morning, like I recorded like 3 videos, I think, this morning, so that I can get them all set and ready for the week, so that each day I'm not waking up thinking like, "Oh my god, what am I supposed to do today? What am I supposed to do?" The craziest thing happened. It's kind of burnt out from a session of studying a lot. I had to take a test and physically couldn't study more, so I just accepted it would be bad at it. You got a 10. I love that. I love that. This is so beautiful. I love it when these moments happen. We're our most harsh critic on what it is that we think that we're supposed to be doing and accomplishing, where we know so much more than we think that we do already. Celebrate myself, even I'm learning to celebrate myself even if I don't feel productive. I'm sorry, maybe working on something and celebrating me resting, yes, celebrating the small things that I accomplished. I love that, Jubilee. And I really appreciate you referencing that because I always do like a checklist for my day. Like, what is it that I need to accomplish today? And what is it that I need to accomplish by end of week? Sometimes my Aries brain, my irrational Aries infant baby ram is like, you tell me what to do, I'm not going to do it. So I give it the week container. I also like to say, okay, drinking water, amazing. Going for a walk, amazing. Spending time with Sybil. The dopamine hit that you get from filling in that little box, yeah, your body doesn't know the difference. So put a few things that are really accessible on there. Yes, human design could be very helpful. I agree with that. It's not my mastery, and I've said this many times before, but it is a wonderful way to understand your energy and to really not judge yourself for the way that you do things. We're not all manifestors, we're not all generators, manifesting generators. It's like you have to have 35 different things on the stove at all times, and then they all just get done one day. They all just get done one day. Yes. Oh my God. Make lists. It's a love language. I think it is. I think making lists is a love language and having journals is a love language. Just correspondence stock in general is just like it's become one of my favorite gifts to receive is getting pens from all of you and journals from like I just like the paper and everything. You all know me so well. And you just it's my favorite. It's my favorite thing to receive. Oh my goodness. Angel's Egg. It's a silent film. Oh my goodness, that sounds beautiful. Thank you for that recommendation. Yes. Amanda, manifesting generator, you need to have like don't listen to anybody. Don't listen to anybody. You need to have 35 things on the stove. They will all find their way in perfect time. And then all of a sudden you're like, what? I just like have a functioning company and everything's fine now. Yeah, yeah. You were judging me for having two cell phones, and now look like it's just so beautiful. I did have a reading before. It was just like I was seen for the first time in life. Yes, definitely. I recommend looking into it. I've not personally had my reading done, but I know that I'm a projector. I know that I'm a splenic projector. I think it's like a 5-2 split. So those types of things where projectors we get bursts of energy and then we have to rest for the rest of the day. So it's like after this live, I'll be mush. I'll be absolute mush. I'll be spending time with Sybil and doing those things. And like projectors are the Gwyneth Paltrow soundbite where it's like, okay, I'm done for the day. Thanks, guys. It's been fun. Where it's yeah, it's like I think we're 20% of the population, but we're really only supposed to work like a few hours a week. And we're the Oracle eyes, the way showers, and can like look at everybody and see what's going on. But we also need to wait for the invitation. So that's why I tried to it's one of the reasons why I stopped putting like hashtags and things like that onto any of my videos and allowed people to really find me in perfect time because like I have to wait for the invitation. I have to wait for you to reach out and say, "Hey, I would like to work with you. I'd like a consultation. I'd like to book a session," because I can't always scream at you. But you are like a mega scientist and a wild priestess in one. Oh, I'm so grateful for you. I take that with such reverence. Thank you. It is an honor and a privilege to be here with all of you and to be at this cafe table and to be at a round table with all of you. It's just a privilege. It really is. I felt so, I said this at the beginning, but I felt so seen and heard and really supported when I took the weekend off from posting, and it just felt really nourishing and really lovely. Whereas it feels like we're all leaders around here. Thank you. I appreciate that. On the list. On the list. I feel as though it is a round table. It is a round cafe table. And although I was the one to receive the download to create this group, we all get to take something. We all get to receive something. We all bring something to the table, and then we all get to take away from it. So it's not cheers. I'm so grateful for you, Heidi. You were one of them. So thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much to really honor that we can never give from empty cups. We can never give from empty buckets. And it's really interesting. I receive so much positive feedback from all of you. Whenever I say I'm allowing myself to rest, that's an invitation for all of you to allow yourselves to rest, to allow all of yourselves to just take that moment and say, oh, okay, this is an unlocking. I will take that and I will allow myself the opportunity to sleep when I'm tired, to not have to label this time is wasted. It's actually very, very important. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Just the reckon. Oh my, that reminds me of Australia so much. But you said you're from England, so that makes sense. It's accents are such a I just get so tickled. So tickled. In the same way that I've received that when the Boston comes out, that everybody receives that. Like I get tickled with accents in such a beautiful way. So yeah. What questions do you have for me? Really celebrating and spending some time with people that you love, especially like this with all of you. Like this is a celebration and I honor it every Monday. I honor the time that we get to spend together with each other and supporting each other and how beautifully comfortable and confident everyone feels to share their I statements and share what they're in and share their wins and their struggles and their frustrations. And just really to view that from above, to say people all over the world are supporting you. People you've never met are like rooting you on and are saying, shoot your shot, do your thing, and have possibly experienced something that you're in. So you're definitely not alone in any of what you're going through. There's really just from across time and space, I'm just sending so much love and energy to every single one of you. Just tons and tons and tons of hugs and just so much, something that I want to really ask what's coming through, Heidi, I'm sending love to you, is laughter and allowing everyone this week to have a giggle and to really, it could be just like looking at a video online of a kitten or a puppy or something like that, or just like having something. Mwah, mwah, sister, so much love, so much love. I really want to invite everyone this week to laugh and to find something that makes them laugh in a way that it could just be something that's little and insignificant. Just finding a way to laugh and experience a little bit of joy and integrate that into our daily life. And naturally, we're feeling the feels, we're feeling the tears, we're feeling the exhaustion, the frustration. So I'd really love to integrate some of that into our life this week and a little bit of a giggle. I'm so happy for that. That makes me happy to bring the laughter and to bring the joy. There have been many times that like I will sit and watch like because I'll go back to timestamp my videos and I'll just giggle and I'm just like, that was good, honey. That was good. Oh, Jubilee, I am so grateful for you. You're so welcome. I love our Mondays as well. It's just such a joy to connect with all of you. It's so good. There's been many a times, or I'll tell a joke and it's not received until a few days later, and somebody will be like, "Thank you, girl. Thank you. You're so welcome." It's a joy. We celebrate the awakening around here. We process so deeply, so deeply. But if we're not bringing a little bit of oomph to it, what's the point? What's the point? We're supposed to enjoy and celebrate the awakening, celebrate our ascension, celebrate the process, attach the dopamine to the process, and really getting a little dopamine hit when being on a Monday live on YouTube and just being like, oh yeah, I'm feeling upgrades and I got to share and I got to just feel supported. So happy that you're here. So grateful for all of you. Yeah, rest when you need to. The downloads, the messages will come. Same one. Same one. It's happening. Ooh, that's a great question. I'm so happy that you needed this. So happy. That's a really big question. I'll really ponder that. I think that over this weekend, I think the stability, the sustainability of being able to comfortably give and receive, to add value to this world, and to be able to have a home doing it. I think definitely my home, and finding exactly where that is on this planet is my biggest focus, and it has been for many years actually. So it's funny that I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for that. It's so interesting because when we were talking about those like 8 out of 10s, like you had mentioned before, the 9 out of 10s, my last apartment was a 9 out of 10. And there were so many moments that I'm like, you're going to have to leave this one day. I'm like, yeah, but it's so cute. I'm like, nope, you're going to have to leave this one day. You're going to have to let this be behind you. I'm like, oh, but it's so cute. So definitely home. Yes. I have, yes, I have. And so there's a few different, I live on my Venus line. It goes right through this area of the world. And so the astrocartography, and I'm really glad that you're saying that because it's definitely one of the most potent things to look at. There's a few areas that are close to my moon line as well as close to my Mars line, which is very fascinating because as the Aries and a Scorpio rising, there's a lot shifting, but it's definitely something that I look at a lot when thinking of home. But this entire like the east coast of New England is a Venus line, so it's makes perfect sense for what it is that I do here. You made me fall in love with writing and creating art again. After almost 5 years. I am celebrating you, Nigel. That is amazing. I'm so proud of you. I am so grateful. Channel that in and just let that portal open up. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy. How do I experience my Venus line? A lot of different upgrades. I created my entire channel on this line. I really stepped completely into my divine feminine. I let go of unhealthy relationship patterns. I found my voice. Very, very, very Venusian, and work towards sustainability and stability within getting paid for my creative content and for my channels and things like that. So it's like, without question, like, perfectly. It's so good to see you. It's so good to see you. I'm so grateful that you're here. Any other questions? We're going to close up for this week. It's awesome. Yeah, the Venus line is a good time. But it's definitely like what I would imagine. It's so beautiful, but I know I'm feeling pulled towards a Mars and a moon line. And so I know that it's not the full vibe. It's kind of like living in a Sedona vortex or something where you're like, I could stay here forever, but you're not supposed to. You have other things to do. I'm like, I know, but it's cozy and comfortable. So you get lost a little bit, but it's very, for what I've needed to create is like on my website with YouTube, everything, like it's been on the Venus line. So any final questions before we sign off for today, everybody? I'm so grateful for every single one of you. Any last message? Oh, geez. Yeah. 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 We're creating our world. Amanda, thank you for saying that. I'm so grateful. It's like, it was very like, live on the Mars line. Are you serious? And I was like, I think this is going to be good. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. Pull a card? Sure. One card, please. The Bali. Oof, oof, oof. Rest. Let it break down. Let it break down. I pulled this card for myself this morning. Let it break down. Let it break down. And you know that it's happening. You wouldn't be a part of this community if you didn't know that what needed to break down needed to break down. You know that. You know that. And it can hit our ego. It's the medicine. Yeah. There's a lot of leadership and there's a lot of wealth that's looking for you. Yeah. Pages. Another page. 3 pages. 3 pages that lead to success. So let it break down, rest, and journal it. Journal it away. Journal it away in every possible capacity, because it's like that this needed to happen. But I mean, I did it. I did it at my last apartment. I was like, you have to leave here. I'm like, you can walk to the cafe. Everything's great. So sometimes we get to enjoy the joy of living. And so that's definitely part of the experience. So don't rush it. Just like with Sybil coming in, it'll happen at just the perfect time. So thank you for saying that, Amanda. I really needed to hear that. I think the Mars line, because it's like, I just kind of leaned into that like over the weekend where I was like, I'm kind of getting called to be here, but I was like, it'll work out. It'll work out. I'm so happy that you're here. Oh my goodness, we're just signing off. We just did a full hour. We go live at 11 Eastern Standard every Monday. I finally finished my first video. I'm posting up today. Yes, I'm so excited for you. This is beautiful. Oh my goodness. I'm sending so much love that's going to reach the right people at the right time. Oh my goodness. Birth of Venus Tarot. I'm so grateful for you as well. So, so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for everyone. Thank you so much for being here. These lives are just such a beautiful part of our week. Blessings to you as well, Nigel. Thank you. I'll send them to Sybil. So much love, everyone. I will see you next week, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Monday. And please have a beautiful, stable, prosperous, abundant, healthy, wealthy week. I'm just sending you all the love. Shoot your shot. Do your thing. I'm so grateful for you. Definitely. Oh, I love you all so much. You're so welcome. It's such a joy to connect with you all from across the world. Tons of hugs and kisses. I'll see you all next week. Bye.